Order the Finance Committee meeting of Monday, January 25th, 2021, and I will ask staff to call the roll.
Alder Verveer.
Thank you. I wasn't unmuted by the host, so I'm here.
I think you can all unmute yourselves.
It wasn't letting me, but thank you, Mayor. Now you obviously can hear me, I hope.
Yes.
Alder Carter.
Present.
Alder Furman.
Present.
Alder Bedar.
Present.
Thank you. Mayor?
Present.
Mayor, you have quorum.
Thank you. We have no public comment, general public comment, aside from on particular items. Are there any disclosures or recusals on any items on today's agenda? Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. We have registrants on item number 8, and items 9 and 10 will be in closed session. Are there other items between 1 and 7 that alders wish to have removed from the consent agenda? Alder Verveer.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a quick question on agenda item number 7, please.
Number 7. Are there any additional items that alders would like removed from the consent agenda? Seeing none, then items 1 through 6 will be on the consent agenda, and items 7 through 10 will be separated from the consent agenda. On the consent agenda, Council President Carter.
Move the consent agenda.
Alder Bedar.
Second.
Consent agenda has been moved and seconded. Is there any objection to recording unanimous vote in favor? Seeing no objection, we'll record a unanimous vote in favor of the consent agenda. And we'll go to item number 7, which is Legistar 63716, authorizing a purchase and sale agreement with Gray Wolf Acquisitions, LLC. Alder Verveer. I'm sorry, let's get a motion, President Carter.
Move adoption.
I'll second if you're looking.
Thank you, Alder Verveer. Alder Bedar and I are fighting over her mute button.
I muted because I don't talk to myself, so
okay. Anyway, we do have a motion in a second, and now Alder Verveer, you have questions?
Thank you. Yeah, just one. I appreciate it. For Economic Development Division staff, and I was just in a meeting seconds ago with Matt Miklajewski, and I mentioned that I had a quick question on this. I don't know if he's the right one to answer it, or it's the real estate staff. But my question is, do we know of the long-term use for this parcel in the business park and the Center for Industry and Commerce? Because my recollection is that the buyer is a real estate firm.
I can answer that, Alder Verveer. We do not know the ultimate user yet for Gray Wolf's intended use. It has not been disclosed. They previously built another property in the park, which was a spec building and a high quality spec building, and they finally have leased that. This one, we tightened the reins with a 6-month contingency whereby they need to commence construction on the building. So that's all the information I have on that.
No, thank you, Chris. That's very helpful. So it likely will be another spec building then. So it appears.
Yeah, not really sure because, they asked us to remove it from the market. There's a number of users, looking out there. And so we don't know if they have one of those users tied up.
Okay. Well, very good. Thanks again for your responses, Chris.
No
Appreciate it.
problem.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Alder. Are there other questions for staff on this? Seeing none, is there any discussion? Seeing none, is there any objection to recording unanimous vote in favor? All right, we will record a unanimous vote in favor of item number 7 and move to item number 8, which is Legistar 63217, authorizing MOU with the Center for Black Excellence in Culture. President Carter, a motion?
Move adoption number 8.
Second.
Moved and seconded. We have registrants on this item. You all received the fairly substantial list of folks who are registered in support. I believe 50 people in support not wishing to speak. I'll let you look through the names, but we do have 2 folks wishing to speak, and we'll start with Jim Bauer of North Baldwin Street, representing the Center for Black Excellence in Culture.
My name's Jim Bauer. I'm serving as the project manager for the project. I'm available here for questions if there are any. I'll let the comments about the project to Dr. G.
Thank you, Jim. Our next registrant is Dr. Alex G. Of Fitchburg in support and also representing the Center for Black Excellence and Culture. Dr. G.
Sure. Good evening, Mayor and fellow council members. Of course, I'm excited about being able to address my desire to see this happening. The Center for Black Excellence in Culture is going to focus on at least 3 major areas. That's wealth creation. It's going to be cultural celebration and performance and wellness, because we have come to understand the pressures of microaggression for people of color in this community. We know that they become a social determinant of health. And so this place will not only be a place of creating wealth, expanding the job force, helping to attract African Americans and retain African Americans in this community so that businesses can have an opportunity of really diversifying their staff. But it's an opportunity to say to the community, we want you to be well also. And we see this as a great opportunity of promoting that by having space where we're able to celebrate culture, educate our children, set the standard of what excellence looks like. It allows us to be in a position to share the best of ourselves with the community once we've celebrated the best of ourselves amongst each other. And so I would just yield, Mayor, the rest of my time to any questions that people may have. Otherwise, I'm just here to say I'm looking forward to continuing to move ahead with the list of interested African-American folks, Black folks, and non-Black businesses and communities that want to work with us to see this happen.
Thank you. Are there questions for either of our registrants? Seeing no questions, thank you both. Is there other questions for staff, or is there discussion on item number 8? Seeing none, is there any objection to recording unanimous vote in favor of item number 8? Seeing no objection, we'll record a unanimous vote in favor of item number 8 and move on to items 9 and 10, which will both be taken up in closed session. Alder Carter, if you would read the language around closed session and then a motion to move us into closed session.
Yes, thank you. Oops, sorry. Thank you. When the Finance Committee considers the following matter, it may go into closed session pursuant to Section 19.85, subsection 1, subsection E, Wisconsin statute, which reads as follows: deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or the conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. If Finance Committee does go into closed session, notice is hereby given pursuant to Section 19.85, subsection 2, Wisconsin stats, that it may reconvene in open session without waiting 12 hours as specified in the statute.
Second,
And
wasn't a motion. Oh, no, it wasn't. Sorry.
that's okay. I move adoption of item 9.
So just move us into closed session first, Alder Carter.
I move to go into closed session.
Second,
All right. So I believe this is a roll call vote. So all in favor, aye. Those opposed, no. As your name is called, and staff will call the roll.
Alder Verveer,
Aye.
Alder Carter,
Aye.
Alder Furman,
Aye.
Alder Bedar,
aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
That motion's adopted.
Thank you. All right. So we're going to move into closed session now. We will come back out of closed session and bring a report. But we'll ask our tech folks to. So firstly, let me ask any staff who aren't here for closed session items, we can release you. The rest of the staff and alders are welcome to stay. I don't think we have any other attendees here. So we'll just ask the tech staff to take us off the stream and to close the Zoom, as it were.
Yep. So I will just confirm with you all as soon as our streaming is no longer live, and then
Coming out of closed session on items 9 and 10, the report is that on both items, the Finance Committee instructed staff on further negotiation direction for both the Westgate Mall property and the Metro Satellite facility. I don't believe we have any other business in front of us tonight, so I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second,
It's moved and seconded to adjourn. Is there any objection to recording a unanimous vote in favor of adjournment? Seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you all. Have a good rest of your night.